Hey everyone, hey and welcome back to yet another episode of Battle Rap Resume. We're doing yet another event preview for a league that is fast becoming a favourite in the hearts of many lovers of the underdog. An incredible league, Dub Scandal, in its first year or so of existence now. We're getting to the card Cause and Effect, which, I mean, the lineup is absolutely crazy. Like, you know, it's a perfect blend of the league with the outsiders, and I'm really looking forward to getting into this with someone who is actually at the top of the card, battling Shocks the Rebel. It's Maverick. How's it going, man?
Let's go, Maverick. Hello, Tom. How's things?
How'd you battle Shocks, man? You know what I mean? How do you prepare for that?
Um, uh,
You know what I mean?
I just take it as if it's any other battle. Really, obviously, I know it's a great opportunity, but
Yeah.
to me, you know, it's just it's the same type of process. And when I was offered the battle, it's not something which you just say, "Nah, I don't think I'm going to do that" type of thing.
Yeah.
It's actually been arranged for a lot longer than people
Right.
think. Talking about like last September, early September. So it's been in the woodwork for a while. But yeah, in terms of preparation, just got to think of some things to say to him.
Right, yeah. That's fair enough, man. He's going to get a lot of his kid verbal ghosts out on you, I think.
Kid Verbal, what? Sorry.
You know what I mean? Like, he didn't get to battle Kid Verbal, a sort of upstart similar to yourself, who had a meteoric rise, you know. Maybe there's
Yeah.
going to be some displacement there, but I think it's set to be something quite epic.
Yeah, he brings a lot of energy through his
God.
battles, and his delivery almost seems for like every single bar he really goes in. But yeah, I can pick apart rappers, so I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll get to it. There's so many battles to
Yeah,
get through, as I
it's a
say. You know.
stacked card. It is a stacked
Unbelievable.
card, man.
Unbelievable.
A lot of battles.
It's the 3rd of March, I should say. Please pick up a ticket if you listen to this before the event, 2018, at the Dickens Inn in Middlesbrough. We'll put the links in the description to all the tickets as well. I mean, Dub Scandal, briefly, Maverick, it's like, you know, it's been a force of nature, hasn't it?
It's been a whirlwind actually. It's a good story. I mean, when I first met John and Chip, who are the league owners, it was 8th birthday weekend. We were in McDonald's afterwards, and they were saying that they just started this like local league in Sheffield. Did I want to come battle? Did I want to battle Max Pepsi on it? And it was always something which I consider, because I mean, I've always, you know, been a grime MC. I've always been a rapper, and and then since then it's just snowballed, I guess, because it was like a free event vibe, and then some of the rappers who were on the forums started getting involved and coming along, and it really just expanded from there.
Yeah, it has been a crazy, you know, unbelievable escalation there. You know, definitely refer to the league, subscribe to the league, all that good stuff. Still burgeoning in so many senses. Just to have something like this, you know, with you and Shocks at the top, and lots of other matchups that maybe if people aren't aware of this card will be surprised to hear, like some of the penultimate ones. You know, they are inspired.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for the modern battle scene, and Dub Scandal is not losing pace behind any of these parvenus. You know, these new leagues that are coming out. You know, it's kind of maintaining the acceleration. I mean, you know, someone like Rabda versus Lord Bentner, probably the most obscure battle on the card. How would you describe these guys?
I mean, Rabda, the first time I saw, I'm aware Rabda was on Headhunters, but I don't think I saw his battle.
Did he battle at some sort of tryout event as well on Don't Flop?
I think so. You're gonna hate me for not being able to. I think so. I'm not too sure, but I first watched him versus Titan at the first event that I ever battled at. I thought, you know, he's got a good like rapping ability. He just needed to work on the delivery and memorizing his bars, but he does have some like gems in there. You know what I mean? He's a very good writer. He's not really underrated anymore. He's very well respected within Dub Scandal, and Lord Bentner's had a lot of unfortunate dropouts over the course of the year. I think he's battled once or twice, and he's dead hungry, man. Every time I speak to Bentner, he's always like saying how hungry he is, how he wants to do it, you know, and he wants to put in good performances on Dub Scandal. So I think that could, for the first battle of the day, that could easily headline like a different Dub Scandal event. That's the great thing about this card, is that there's so many good clashes on it, you know.
Yeah, completely. And Carbon versus Terminal. I really like that matchup. Definitely, I think Carbon's just growing better and better, and Terminal, I think people low key think this guy's one of the greats right now.
Yeah. Terminal's showing against Devant was outstanding.
His Frost performance, which I don't think has came out yet properly, was excellent.
Yeah. I've heard that Frost and him were pretty even. I think I saw the battle once, but I haven't really put much effort into watching that yet. But yeah, Terminal's easily going to be one of the greats within a year. Corbin, last time he came to Dub Scandal, really brought it against Milky. I thought he had a really good battle. That one caught me by surprise. I didn't even know. I knew quite a few of the battles were arranged, but I didn't even know that was happening.
Yeah.
But I think that's going to be great because Corbin, they're both going to write for each other. The only thing I would say about Terminal is that he's got a lot of battles around that time. Darper, he's got Darper, Bobby Rex, and Corbin within a space of 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Which is a lot. Darper's a lot. Bobby's obviously a handful. Great battle for the writers, to be honest.
Is that what you look for in a battle, or?
I think it's a bit of everything. I like it when people can come out and show out a bit of rapping ability, sort of like what Bobby does. You know what I mean? Can really just stand and rap to their opponent. But I've grew up on punchlines. I was like, Tony was my favorite. So I prefer like a heavy puncher. So Terminal does that. Set up punch type of thing. So, yeah.
Would you ever battle Bobby?
Would I ever battle Bobby? You're gonna put this on me in the middle of a
Why not, man? Why not?
I think there'll be a time when me and Bobby will meet.
Sure.
But it's not going to be this year.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's fair. Darper versus Riser. 3 rounds of hell in brackets.
3 rounds of bloody ruddy hell.
What are these 3 rounds for people not in the know?
So it'll be one a cappella, which they'll start with this time. That was a mistake we made when we battled. One a cappella, which they'll start with, and then they'll probably do a hip hop and a grime. So like it's not really a new format. I think Ogmios and Harry Baker actually did it on beat, at a Don't Flop event. But yeah, it was just. It's good for the all-rounders, you know what I mean? It's interesting to watch. Sometimes when you're watching a lot of a cappella battles for 3 rounds, it can get a bit tedious when you're at an event. So I think that's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of energy because both of them guys are really good performers. Yeah.
I mean, you versus Darper. Come on, man. What a battle.
That was a good battle, and because he's my boy, it was even better that I like having debatable battles. I don't like going into a battle and really just like. Smashing the opponent. I think it was a great back and forth, and I wouldn't be mad if someone said that Darper took that, and I think he's sort of vice versa.
Yeah, it's gracious of you, man. I think it's a fantastic battle. Love the way that's shot. I love the whole atmosphere on Dub Scandal as well, which translates so well. The crowd is so up for it and so infectious. Kofi versus Raws. I've always been a fan of Raws. I think the guy's one of the most talented guys around. Like in terms of written performances, some of his freestyles is mind blowing. Seeing him at events and stuff perform. Really happy to see him back. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, I think when Raws who did he battle first? Did he battle the guy who went missing?
Distract, yeah.
Distract, yeah. The guy who went missing, yeah. When he first, he sort of had that real like lunar effect to his tryout, if you know what I mean. He came out and everyone was like, who the hell's this guy? He was almost like a natural from the jump, which is rare. Sometimes it can take people like 2 or 3 battles to get that buzz about them, and then he just hasn't really battled much since. So definitely looking forward to that one. Kofi's coming off the back of some good performances as well. So
if Raws is at full tempo, can Kofi withstand, or?
I think Kofi can put up a fight.
Okay.
I mean, if Rose is at full tempo, then I'm not sure that many people on that card could keep up with him.
No.
And yeah, so that's just my honest opinion on that. I think he's a very, very talented rapper. And he's funny as well, so he's got a bit what's the word? He's got a lot of aspects to his game. So, so yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Him and Gemini have done loads of freestyle stuff together as well. So if anyone listening wants to check out some more great Raw stuff, definitely check that. Don't forget about Jace as well. There's a whole legacy there. Deviant versus Sean O'Mac. Maverick.
Yes.
Sean O'Mac, he's one of Battle Rap's nice guys, man, but he doesn't seem to win much.
Yeah, decent rapper. We've been trying to get Sean on a card for a while because he is a really safe guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's sound as out, and I know he's took a bit of an interest in what we're doing at Dub Scandal. That's what's nice about Dub Scandal. A lot of rappers and ex-Don't Flop rappers who haven't really performed in a while are coming and standing up and going, "Oh, what's this happening over here?" Because they like the look of the vibe, and I think Sean was one of them. So to get him against Deviant, I mean, it'll be a good battle. Deviant's been on a rise, and I mean, I think the Terminal battle took a little bit of wind out of his sails, but I think it would with anybody. I heard he beat Kiwi, chalked out. So yeah, interested. Deviant's a workhorse, though. If you ask Deviant if he wants a battle, he's just like, yeah, straight away. There's no questions. He'll do 10 battles a year, 1 battle a month. Like he's just that guy. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, Sean O'Mac can be really, successful in what he does, I think. And the vibe, I'm sure, is going to be outstanding. Just the pedigree of the card. Like, you got Domsky 1 battling, which is always good to see. Against Gizmo, who, I mean, I remember Gizmo as the guy Shocks battled, which was the URL release of that battle.
Yeah. Giz is. I saw Giz at Ordering Chaos 2 against Mackenzie. Very, very good battle, and he's got like a big energy about him. I want to see Domsky against somebody like that, like regardless of the Templar cancellation. Like I wanted to see Domsky against someone who's going to bring a bit of performance, and Gizmo's like not a small guy. Domsky's a big guy as well. So like I think that could be a really good battle. I actually prefer the Gizmo versus Domsky to Templar Domsky.
Right.
I think it'll be a close-up matchup.
Yeah, I mean, Gizmo's a vet, low-key. Like, he's been around. Like, he's a good battler.
Definitely. And he's consistent as well. I heard Conman said he was over in Ireland with Gizmo, and he put on a really good battle against Podge.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to getting him on Dub Scandal.
And Milky versus Danny Jack, which is pretty inspired.
Yeah, I think
this is
these
going to be
two
interesting.
guys have wanted to battle each other for a while.
Right. Who do you see coming out on top?
Do you know what? Or when it came, do you know what? I felt really bad because on the poll on the UK BRG forum, there was a seeing who would win, and I actually voted Danny, and then Milky's on WhatsApp to me straight away, like, "What do you mean Danny's gonna win? What do you mean Danny's gonna win?" And then he sent me the rounds, and so the rounds that he's got so far. And to be honest, I don't think Danny's going to win. I don't think Danny's going to win anymore. I thought Danny was just going to come and maybe style a little bit and perform, and Milky's still new to it. But I think the material that Milky's got and the way that he's structured it is, I think he could walk it.
Wow. Okay. I can't wait to see that, definitely.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing a pay-per-view?
I think Kofi's getting that sorted, but you'd have to ask more about that.
Yeah, awesome. Looking forward to that one. I think with Milky as well, like, he's a very much a sort of personal details kind of battler, and with Danny Jack, there's a lot to get into. And I think Danny's a big matchup for Milky.
It is. This is what I said. To Milky. Danny can really hold a room, and he makes it look quite easy now. Yeah. So yeah, and he's a likable character, so you have to go up against that. I mean, Milky. It'll be a great battle. Yeah. It'll be a great battle. Good shot for Milky.
Yeah. I think that's perfectly placed.
And he's 7-0. He's 7-0 at the minute. So
7-0.
Yeah.
Damn. Beat Canel, right?
Yeah, he beat Canel. Second and third round, I think.
He beat Sherpa. I voted against him, but he beat Sherpa.
I saw your interview afterwards.
But no, Milky, incredible streak. Frost, who was same event. Same sort of path here of being celebrated versus Old English, which again is just sort of left field. I love that matchup.
One of my favorite battles on this card, definitely. I like Frost's style, and obviously English's battle with Soul is still one of my most go back to type of watch. What a match that's going to be. What a match. Mm-hmm. Both great punchers.
Yeah, I mean, Old English, come on.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. And is this Old's first? This will be Old's first match back or second match? No, he battled Ambi. He battled Ambi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. I need to watch that. Mm-hmm. Do you know how he did in that one?
Yeah, it was okay. He had like a long third about Ambi being racist that fell kind of flat.
Right.
I obviously I'm an Old English fan. I'm not like Sarcasm City who decry Old English, which, I can sort of understand. I'm not like that. I do feel like he had one incredible battle versus Soul, and he
Yeah.
really was out of this world in that. But yeah, I'm intrigued. It's a huge challenge for Frost.
Well, if you're going to have an incredible battle, make sure it's against Soul, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
that's the thing
fair,
about Soul.
fair play.
He brings out the best in people, I think.
Definitely. And Old English is involved with Premier Battles as well, so
Oh, yeah.
hopefully he'll be getting back. This is what's good about the demise of Don't Flop. You've got a lot of rappers who probably weren't going to consider doing it again, coming back, and I'm sure we'll see more of the old Don't Flop heads coming onto cards soon.
Yeah, no, I think you're completely right. And Acre versus Jay Short.
Yeah, great battle. Was supposed to be at Bartleypool 1. Bartleypool 2. Yeah, Bartleypool 2, but Jay Short had to cancel. He's been cancelling quite a few battles, so I'm hoping that he doesn't back out of this one. But I mean, he's got plenty of time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Acre's probably one of my favourites in the league.
He's one of the most celebrated, isn't he? One of the heaviest hitters.
Yeah, I just like the way he's a very intricate writer. He's got a lot of niche references, but amongst that, he can be quite funny as well. I'm hoping Jay Short comes and really writes for it and doesn't just turn up and try and freestyle, because I think Acre could really walk Jay Short at the minute.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I need to get Acre on the show, actually. That would be a good episode. He is awesome.
He's a fountain of knowledge. If you ever go,
he seems that way, yeah.
If you ever go to a Dove Scandal event, make sure you have a chat with Acre for about an hour. My life will be changed. He's a very interesting character.
Okay. And talking to interesting characters, Conman Curve, who is just, I've obviously got so much love for this guy, and just how big he's gotten, in such a short time, through, results. Like, he's been doing great.
Definitely, man.
For him to battle Scoop is like for Willsy to battle Scoop kind of, sort of repeat here. It's just such an opportunity. Yeah,
that's what I really rate about Scoop. He's very, he wants to bring people up and give people a shot, because he had this meteoric rise. He wants to bring people through, and he sees a lot of potential in Conman, clearly, and like we all do. Con's great, really, really good, and he's got a lot of confidence for someone who's only battled 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
His performance is always great, you know what I mean? Like I said earlier, sometimes it takes people 5-6 battles to get the performance. Conman was almost from like second battle in. People were like, wow, you're just going to be good. And he's just battled Balor out in Ireland, and they actually got Rappers Full's Battle of the Year, and it hasn't even been released yet.
Wow.
It's just from people watching the pay-per-view on the polls. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one, and I've heard some of Scoop's material, so I know he's not taking Conman lightly at all. I think it'll be a great battle. I can't wait for that. And Scoop's, after the battle, even though his dialect performance was great and would probably be enough to beat a lot of rappers, I think he took the wind out of his sails a little bit with that one. So I think he's got something to prove.
Yeah, and he's such a flipper, and I think Con and Curve for Scoop is going to be delectable. I can't wait to see what he comes up with. But yeah, you're right. Conman Curve has battled like 4 times. So it's just But again, this whole card makes sense because it's sort of disregarding tiers, right? It's just people are talented and good battlers, and you don't need to play by these archaic systems. Just set up this event, and
I completely agree. And I mean, there was quite a few little tweets online from people, kicking off about how it destroys the tier system or it destroys the effort system. And I just think, like, if they were on those rappers were on this card battling somebody who was considered to be a higher tier, they wouldn't be complaining. And it is a one-off card for Dub Scandal, like that. When Dub Scandal put on a card, they very much stick to the roots. They got getting a lot of tryouts in. It's a bit of a free for all. We don't really discriminate. Anybody can come and battle, regardless of what level of rapping ability, if you just want to try out and have a good laugh, type of thing. So for us to do this card or one of these cards, these type of cards, like once or twice a year, I don't see what's wrong with that at all. And it's all dub homegrown versus of rappers. So yeah.
Most Prob versus Calcium Kid is the second to last battle, which is just like, wow.
I said that. I mean, a few people knew that I was battling Shocks, and I said that's not going to be the battle which people are talking about. I was like, wow, Most Prob versus Calcium Kid. When Con told me that they'd booked Calcium, I was just in awe because he seems to be one of these guys that like you just you can't book or like leaks. Just everybody's been requesting him for so long on the forums for years, and nobody's booked him. And then when I heard that we booked him, I was like, what? And then Most Prob's getting back in once again one of these rappers who's going to get back into it now by the looks of things. And apparently these guys have wanted to battle each other for a while. So really looking forward to that. The Calcium battle is always a joy to watch because you just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, and
Most Prob really intricate writer. So
Most Prob's been in some of the greatest Don't Flop battles ever. Like he's an incredible battler. He's incredible.
100%.
You know,
100%.
And Calcium equally. I just did an episode on Fourth Birthday, and I don't know if you've seen the demo battle from Fourth Birthday with Calcium Kid, where he teams up with Bowski. Versus Uno
is that the Guard Dogs one?
That's the Guard Dogs one. Yeah.
I've seen that.
It's like it's quality, man. Like one of his lesser seen battles, but Calcium Kid is just so good. So and top of the card is yourself versus Shocks. Is it added pressure like headlining such an event?
Yeah. I guess there's a little bit more pressure, but I just it's Shocks. What can I say? We'll see what happens on the day. I've heard of a few people that he's got some material ready and he's put a lot of work into it. But I know he's also got a lot of battles around that time to think about it. So yeah, I don't really feel as much pressure anymore compared to my first battle with Carbon. Right. Where I was like absolutely shitting a brick, like just it's not really like that big of a deal anymore. Once you start doing it, I think it comes a little bit more naturally.
And I mean, we discussed at the start about Shocks, how you tackle this guy, but needless to be said, he's one of the best punchers out, right?
100%, and I know that Shocks is going to come out and he's going to have at least just a dog toy, at least 3 or 4 punches around that can shake a room, type of thing. So you've got to go up and you've got to match that. But I think I've got a little bit more. Even though Shocks has had a lot more battles, I think I've got a lot more elements to my game, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not doing any fighting talk. I'm not going.
No, it's all good.
I've got a lot of respect for Shocks for doing this in the first place.
Yeah,
and for coming because I think he reached out to Kofi. So like I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, completely, man, completely. Well, this card is unbelievable, as you may have noticed, listeners, us going through this. Please go, if you can, 3rd of March 2018. I'll put the links in the description to the tickets below. How's it selling so far?
I mean, I think we've had a great response so far. Kofi's going to organise what looks to be like a bus from London, like a coach type of thing, hopefully for the battlers, and if they want to bring like fans or plus ones or etc. With them, if we could get like a 40-person coach up from London, and then we've got the local interest, Manchester and the Sheffield heads. So I think it could be, a busy event. I mean, I'll be hoping there'd be about 60, 70 people there, which would be great.
Definitely. Well, as I say, people listening, check the link if possible to go. There's also going to be live performances. Raptor, P Soldier, Most Prob, Tease, Grime Fam.
Yeah, definitely. Tease, Grime Fam should bring a crowd too. They are very big around the Middlesbrough area. And Raptor, P Soldier, Most Prob. I mean, you couldn't ask for better live performances, to be honest.
Yeah, awesome. And 50% of the proceeds is going to charity, is that right?
Yeah, it's is it Alzheimer's Society? Society, yeah. I think Conan, because Dub Scandal was so organic with the way that it was set up, and John and Chip are, there was a lot of the no pay type of thing. They didn't want to charge people. They wanted to do a free event. But sometimes these events do come with costs for setting up and venue costs and everything, and nothing's free forever. But at the same time, we wanted to do give a little bit back. So that's why it's like cause and effect type of thing.
No, this has been great going through this, man. And, best of luck to Battling Shocks. Because,
I'll be all right.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Everything from the Sleepy G to the Soul performance, the guy is an absolute monster. But, I want to finally just repeat again, pick up tickets if you can. Pay-per-view, we'll do some sort of recap, I'm sure, but definitely please people, if available, go to this event. It is incredible. Mav, anything you want to promo, your music, your Twitter, or
just the Josiah battle on Code Red, really.
Right, of course. Yeah, shit.
I don't know whether this probably won't be out by that. This will be out by the time that's over.
No, I'll release it before the 20th. Yeah, because obviously, me and
Fair
Briggs
enough.
as well. Yeah.
Well, come to Code Red and watch that.
Yeah.
There's also a Dub Scandal event on the 27th in Sheffield. I think it's the 27th. Is that Saturday? 27th in Sheffield. If any local heads want to go, that's free. I think it's £2.
Okay.
Good ticket price.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. That's great. And Mav, we'll have you back on to do an actual Battle Rap Resume episode. We'll go through the battles and stuff like that. Definitely. Probably after the Shocks battle, so we'll have that and Josiah just to dig into. So I can't wait to see the Josiah battle live. I think you'll be the battle before I battle Briggsy, so that should be
I hope
nice.
so. If I can get down, I think I'm getting a lift down and from Newcastle to London's a bit of a mission in one morning. But yeah, we'll see what it's like with traffic and that.
Okay. Well,
all right.
I hope to maybe see it, or we'll go first. And oh god, no,
good luck to you as well.
Thank you.
How's the writing coming along?
The writing's going well. Yeah. The first 2 rounds are locked. The third is pretty much finished. I've just been doing a lot of tinkering and rewriting, but yeah, I'm pretty much ready, man. So
the editing process is just as important as the writing.
You telling me, man? Yeah, definitely. A few things I've had to take out here and there, but it's going well. Please pick up a ticket if you guys aren't going to that, I should say as well. Code Red. And if you want to support, I actually have hats there. I have merchandise. I've got these Battle Rap Resume beanies. So if you want to donate there, maybe you feel sorry for me after the Briggsy battle, you can pick one up there. And we'll put the link in the description as well to the merchandise. And support us on Patreon, Twitter. Get in touch with the show, battlerapresume.com. Leave us a comment, subscribe, all the stuff I always say. But Maverick, it's been a joy to have you on, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers, Tom.